Members of the jury, welcome. And it's quite unfortunate. This week is a very sad week. A legend has fallen, and then we cannot laugh too much this week. So everything is going to be solemn. But let me get into my first story for today. I have seen a video of Lilwin trending where he is complaining about the fact that the creative art industry, the empenyinfoɔ of the creative arts industry, fixed Daddy Lumba's condolence signing or whatever it is on the same day as the premiere of his movie, Captain Ibrahim Touare, the last African hero or the last African hero standing. Yes, that movie. And he's on radio station talking about the fact that he is disappointed that they had to fix the two things on the same day.
Yeah, but it has a phone.
Okay.
And yeah, dear, fix it and say, second I am ya. Come back, I'm on penny. He says, German Mama.
Yeah.
Number for
of course.
Well, he's a legend. Senator, that's we are Muyamu. When you so much as we are at some ya. So would the Candlelight. Anyway, we could get another 7%. We say, yeah, it's a make up on the president. Our dama, the whole business. Only about here for me.
And now people on the internet are tearing him apart. I mean, they do have a right for tearing him apart, but I have a contrary view to it. Honestly speaking, I do think that of all things I don't agree with Lilwin about, but this I agree. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I mean, I agree if he did follow the right channels to do it, and yet they are doing that. For instance, if he did go to the creative art industry, the empenyinfoɔ of the creative art industry, to let them know that, or premiere the movie, and let's say that he did that way before the legend. Don't get me wrong, guys, before you come and give it to me. He did that way before the legend passed on. He told the empenyinfoɔ that this is the day I want to do my premiere. And the empenyinfoɔ agreed and gave him that date to do his premiere. I do agree with him that it is a little disappointing for him to come and find out that after the passing on of our legend, Daddy Lumba, they put him on the same day as Lilwin. They should know better to know that, obviously, Daddy Lumba's Candlelight is going to overtake Lilwin's premiere. And also, he cannot, it doesn't logically make sense that a hero has fallen, the whole country is basically in mourning, and he's premiering a movie on the same day. You understand? And like what I'm saying, if he had told them earlier, which means he's been making preparation for this premiere for long. It just says, Sikel Kum, Bibia Kum, was sending invitations of people he wants to invite. For all we know, was sending Burkina Faso for invitation. Lilwin that we know like this, we wouldn't be surprised to know that Lilwin has sent an invitation to Ibrahim Touare himself. So you get my point. He's done all this to put preparations and everything in place, and then we just jump and put Daddy Lumba's Candlelight on the same day. So I think that what they could have done is do it a day before his premiere or a day after his premiere. After all, Candlelight, because he's a legend for all of us. So on this one day, I'm sorry guys, I agree with Lilwin. And I agree only on the condition that he actually followed the right channels, and they agreed with him on that date. If they didn't, and on one kasano or yan and Nyoma, one country bia, he didn't go into any agreements with the empenyinfoɔ of the creative art industry, and then he's now coming to complain. And on one asem, yen to me kabin mano. Anyways, moving on, but still on the same Lilwin. Lilwin, this particular one, dear me, I don't know how to say something for you. Because how is it that you are sitting on the same radio station and it looks as though you are trying to make fun of Ejaku, that they say he's now a podcaster. What are you trying to make fun of? Because we will say, honestly speaking, you should have named an actor or comedian or part-time singer or part-time rapper or part-time footballer or part-time producer, director. We don't know. And if you want to claim you are all these things because you are a versatile person, why don't you think Ejaku can be an actor, he can be a comedian, and he can be a podcaster as well? Why does it look like you are throwing little jabs at him that Sisiano or your podcaster said there?
Oh, it's true. It's true. That's what. I just a big channel. Interview.
Duh. I mean, to me, that is even smart. He can be a podcaster, he can be an actor, he can be a comedian, because after all, podcast is the trend of the day now. So if Ejako is on podcast, and who knows, his podcast even takes over the acting, because we all know that this acting thing, when it comes to a time, you are not as hot kick as you used to be. And honestly speaking, Ejako has paid his dues in this industry. He has paid his dues in the comedian industry. He has paid his dues in the acting industry. So if he wants to pay, and he was trying to pay his dues in the political industry, I don't know how far with that. But if you see that, okay, now let me pay my dues in the podcasting industry, what's the problem? Let us not forget, Kweku Manu now is interviewing people. So basically right now, I don't know whether to say he's a presenter or he's a host. But he's doing that. We know Kweku Manu for what? An actor, but now he's a host or an interviewer or a presenter or whatever it is. And it's allowed. It is allowed. If you can juggle, do both of them or multiple things, why not? So Lilwin, wait here, kafa, me no nyajin. Anyways, moving on.